My dad's Chad Michael Murray, so you might want a photo. I don't know. I was like, no, buddy, you don't know. That's not how we do things, kid. Awesome. It's exactly the kind of scene partner you would want to have. I mean, she was a great leader in both films, but the first time she had a different job. Her job was to make me more comfortable, right? Even though I didn't know that, but she was doing everything in her power to try to help me get more into character and help me feel comfortable working with her. This time, we just let loose and just kind of go for it. Take chances and just let us catch whatever we can on camera, and boom, that'll either make it or not make it in the movie. I couldn't get into excitement mode or anything else. It was more analytical mode because there was a lot more questions for Jake than there was answers in the beginning. It was more of, look, we want to get Jake back in here. What are we going to do? And we can't move things around too much because, as you can see, it's a very complicated house of cards. You move one and everything's coming down. So we sat down and just really thought about, all right, where has he been for the past 22 years? What's Jake's been up to? And that was really the analytical part. And it was just, it was a love fest. It was a free-for-all. I loved it. It's an unbelievable blessing. Like, I am so grateful to have fallen into a bunch of really great roles on great shows. I only became an actor because I wanted to make people happy. You know, I wanted to give people that outlet from whatever it was that was going on in their life so that they could just kind of forget about the hard stuff and go, okay, cool, I'm tuning into my favorite show. Boom. So to be a part of, whether it was One Tree Hill or Cinderella Story or Freakier Friday or whatever it might have been, to know that we've done that and that we've given that, that is so fulfilling. So fulfilling. And as an actor, I hope that that's everybody's dream, is to just create work that people love. I feel like we've done some of that so far. I've got little kids, you know, so we watch a lot of cartoons. But I mean, if I was going to look, depends on the time of the year, depends on where I'm at. You know, Back to the Future for me is just always good. If it's on, I'm just diving in. You know, around the holidays, I'll always watch Christmas Vacation. Just brings me back, just gives me so much joy. But a lot of times it's just cartoons with the kids, and we're real big into Big City Greens. Full heart moment. It's full heart moment. I mean, I never really thought about it, but it's kind of what you dream of. You know, just to see those little smiling faces and to be there. I was so proud of them. They handled themselves so well in a complicated environment, and I thought if they're ever going to go to one of these, this is the perfect one that should be their first. Great environment. They got all sorts of cool snacks at the end. You know, they were sugared up, and live music, and just a really great venue and a great movie. You know, my son was laughing out loud, loved it. And so if you're going to take him out and we get to do it as a pack, I love having my pack around. And so this was the perfect way to do it. They're like, Dad, you are not cool. And that's okay. And you know what? They'll keep me grounded, and I appreciate that. But let's lean into more movies that maybe they're watching. That's my goal, is to go in that direction and maybe make something where they're like, all right, Dad's kind of cool. Okay, you're cool today, Dad. Like, that'd be fun. Like a Sonic the Hedgehog, that might do it. We're in Puerto Rico. He was really young. I guess he was, what year was that? Probably 2020 or 2021, somewhere around there. Anyway, he was probably 6 or 7, and he didn't understand the rules. And so he kind of went out of his way to walk up to some girls in bikinis, as you do, who happen to be in the demographic, and say, hey, my dad's Chad Michael Murray, so you might want a photo. I don't know. I was like, no, buddy, you don't know. That's not how we do things, kid. Oh. I mean, honestly, laughs for days. My wife and I, we were cracking up about that for forever. And, you know, honestly, the kid's got some skills. He's got some great people. He's great speaking with women. Like, he gets out there. We went to we were at the University of Florida. And he was just sitting there, just relaxed, talking to like a group of 5 or 6 girls. They're hanging on every word. It was so freaking cute. Like, he's a little charmer. Let's go outside of the things we've already heard of. I would say Chosen. So Chosen was a TV series. It's actually where I met my wife. We both worked on that. It was such a good show. A show that deserved a much bigger audience. It was so intense. You left every day exhausted. You left it all on the dance floor. And the premise was genius. So Chosen.
This